Way back when, the Indians had always come here for the incredible mussel beds that extended from Narragansett Street to Santa Cruz Street, and an abalone cave at the foot of Del Mar Street. Can you imagine? They couldn't stay long due to the fact there was no running water, until apparently a guy named Palmer dug a well and lived in Ocean Beach. But not much more is known about him, except for a couple old newspaper articles mentioning Palmer's place and the Palmero mussel beds. Then, in the late 70s, 1870s that is, a guy by the name of Captain Abraham Thomas built a shack at the foot of the cliff just south of our present pier, which, by the way, is the longest pier on the West Coast, but we'll get to that later. It became an important landmark for many years as he served clam chowder, rented out fishing poles, and watched as people flocked to what was quickly becoming known as Muscle Beach. Meanwhile, the railroad had come to Alonzo Horton's New San Diego, and it was bringing tons of settlers. When an enterprising young man named Billy Carlson was looking for a place to make a fortune and spotted the mussel beds. In the spring of 1887, the 23-year-old Carlson and his partner, Frank Higgins, bought a brush-covered hillside starting where the beach meets the foot of Point Loma Avenue. From the beach, they went up Point Loma Avenue all the way to Gazeau Street. I'd have to say it's not a bad view. From Gazeau Street, they went 14 blocks north. The whole time, I'm sure, enjoying the incredible views of their new purchase. All the way to Brighton Avenue. From Brighton, they turned west, and they didn't stop until the water met the shore. Over a mile of beautiful coastland, it was all theirs for $50,000. And they named it Ocean Beach. They quickly mapped out the area, and they named every street, all of which remain the same names today, except for a couple. Today's Coronado Avenue used to be Pacific, and Orchard Avenue used to be La Jolla Avenue. To get folks excited about the area, Carlson and Higgins threw big parties which included mussel roasts and band concerts. They promised an electric railroad from downtown and a fancy hotel called the Cliff House overlooking the beach to draw tourists, just above Thomas's shack. Get this, lots were being sold for $60 each, $20 down, and the balance due in a year.